Honestly, one of the things that I think is undersold and unsung about this game, some of the best platforming I've ever seen in a 3D game.
That's so cool.
Like someone like if you were a person who like misses like the old like Jack and Daxter or Ratchet games, and you think like that was 3D platforming, like this is like honestly the craziest 3D platforming this generation. When like first of all, like the jumping and the dashing just feel so on point. Like it's so the jumps are so predictable, and I mean that in like the best possible way, in the sense that like you really feel like whenever you jump, you know exactly where you're gonna land. Like there's just enough hang time to the jumps, and like the controls are predictable enough that you always know exactly where you're gonna wind up. So like you build this level of trust up with the game where you're like, yeah, like I when I press jump, I know where I'm gonna end up, and I don't even have to think twice about it. So here we go into something of a little bit more interesting platforming challenges.
Yeah, right off the bat, you can see this is not as forgiving. You're not jumping on football field size platforms anymore. There's some moving platforms ahead. That one had a weird like speed boost thing on it.
That's just kind of like letting you know, like, hey, that's the direction you're headed.
Yep. Now, what happens if you fall down here? You have to redo the section.
I die, and it'll respawn me at an area relatively close to here where I just retake the jump. But the thing is that if you look over on the side, I have these objectives, and one of those objectives is to complete the dungeon within a certain amount of time.
Oh,
so like if I don't complete it within a certain amount of time, then I just won't get the piece of loot associated, the reward associated with completing it within a certain number of time. And
so
if you can do a run where you get all 3 objectives at the same time, then you get like a 4th higher super reward.
Oh, cool. So it actually sort of feels like the kind of like the challenge dungeon stuff, or tombs and Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Which are they're totally optional.
Exactly.
You can jump in, get some cool stuff if you're you can get through it. Although this one has that sort of added, almost like iOS game of like you have 3-star type things that you get in terms of like speed and is it like without getting hurt or anything like that?
It's speed.
This looks tough.
Unlocking all the locks.
Yeah.
And finding the yellow key card, which is basically just a little thing, a little yellow orb that it's basically just a little yellow orb. Oh boy, I probably should have thought about that a little more. Nope.
Shaolin Fantastic says, I can't buy because that awful double jump. What? The whole game is designed around that. I think the double jump's awesome.
Oh, what? Because of the awful double jump?
Yeah, otherwise this dungeon would be a quarter of the size.
It would also be literally impossible. Oh, I thought there was a switch back here.
Yeah, it looks like a good place to hide something.
Yeah, I thought I remembered there being one. Oh, there's one. I'm not sure if I'm going to get all the switches, but we'll see. Yeah, timed barriers. Here we go.
Dante Sanford says, yo, IGN, thanks for letting me have the opportunity to see how awesome ReCore is. Yo, of course, man. Thanks for watching. IGN Plays Live is multiple times a week. What is it? Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday? Did I get that right? We go all 5 days now.
Oh, wow.
So not only did I get that wrong, but the winner is you because you get to tune in every single day and watch us play different games right here on IGN Plays Live, which you get to do for the next hour because I'm actually disappearing to go do Podcast Beyond.
Oh, you're out of here, right? That's right.
I have to go do IGN's PlayStation podcast. That's Podcast Beyond.
Yeah.
You can download it every Wednesday afternoon. We got a lot to talk about this week, none of which will be ReCore. I had to pop over to Xbox Town for a little while to see this game in action. Vince, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, dude, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for being here, dude.
To the audience on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, thanks for watching. You guys are great. And keep watching for another hour of ReCore with Vince.
Yeah, woohoo!
All right.
Thanks, Brian.
See ya.